Okay, I feel as though every episode that we've had Apothecary Diaries, at the end, it's always someone growing suspicious or someone that's making me afraid of Mao Mao's security. Last episode was the old woman from the clinic who found out that Mao Mao knew how to do medicine. At the end of the last episode, the emperor had this weird look to him when Li Hua was talking about Mao Mao. So I feel like either he doesn't know that she's doing medicine and is finding out that she's doing medicine, or he's growing suspicious of Mao Mao being almost at the center of every mishappening that's been happening in the Southern Palace, especially when there's been so many people who have suddenly gained the knowledge of poisons. But anyways, without further ado, let's get straight on into it. Make sure with the original content as always. All right, let's get going in 3, 2, 1, and go. That's young Jinji. Is that the old emperor?
Mother?
The Empress Dowager, right?
Why? Why
No.
did my mother have that look on her face?
Dear, you should be in your room.
Oh, that's the old Empress Dowager.
The withered man. The old woman. Who were they?
What is that?
What an awful dream.
Okay. Morning stretches. I see you.
He was my father, and she my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Which meant the man I had believed was my father was in truth my brother.
Yup. We're bringing this back. Goodness gracious, the first time it came to be, I was like, what?
Sometimes so blind can see so much. Has she gleaned this?
No.
What
She doesn't care to.
relief that would be. I can't keep this locked up inside forever.
Does Gauch wound now? I feel like he has to.
Home was inhabited by a fractious people,
Okay, all for one.
until one day the daughter of a distant land would arrive. Her womb quickened with a heaven.
Oh, you want to learn too?
That child would go on to become the first emperor of Li.
Because she technically hasn't gotten any formal training.
Hello, having fun?
Master Jinshi, don't let them see your face.
Oh, right.
So it seems you found 20 students.
Admittedly, I had been hoping for more.
Still though, if Master Jinshi's initiative is fruitful, and more of the serving girls become literate, things at the rear palace should begin to change.
Don't fall asleep.
Xiaolan's exhibited progress. Xiaolan!
Hey! Mao Mao
Eyes
didn't
wide
see
open
there.
now.
You should come with me.
Sure.
The teacher often spends his time next door. I sometimes go quiz him after class.
Does he
What
enjoy
is
that?
An old shrine?
Hello? Are you in there?
Oh, it looks like you brought a friend with you today.
Its layout is long and thin, with a markedly
Was this,
high ceiling.
was this another place that you were supposed
The
to get a
distance
tour
between
of?
pillars is short, though. It must be divided into quite a few rooms.
Interested in the shrine, are we?
Yes.
This shrine was constructed by the original inhabitants of this land. And when the Mother Royal ushered in the new order, she did not denounce the previous religion. Before he rose to emperor, his mother told him this. Before one seeks to navigate the corridors of power, one must first navigate their way through the shrine. For only those who know
Is it
the
a
right
maze?
path are fit to lead others. The reason the capital was moved here is precisely because of that shrine.
Wow!
Alas, it's been
Nice.
decades since the shrine last saw use. It gladdens my heart to see someone take an interest in the old place. It had been much too long. In fact, there was a doctor who had once worked here. Quirky fellow.
Wonder
Ever
who.
Inquisitive, he would wander the rear palace for hours.
Was his name Luomen?
You know of the man?
He adopted me
Father.
after he took up as an apothecary in the Pleasure District.
Kind of father.
His daughter, eh? That explains it.
I wonder what his history was with my father.
Probably like one of his best friends. It would make sense. Like a scholar and a doctor.
If you would, please excuse me.
Apothecary, wait.
Yeah.
There's somewhere I must go.
I wonder where.
Where, sire?
Shrine?
Away to the shrine of choosing.
How convenient?
Just what exactly is he planning to do? Isn't that the teacher from the school?
Am I permitted to attempt passage through the shrine again?
There is no guarantee
Again?
that the result
So
will
you
be any
failed?
different, but you are welcome to try.
I think I'll take these two.
Sire, are you certain women are allowed to go in there?
The Mother Royal and Empress Dowager did so.
He's doing something. I don't like it.
A choice of 3 doors? What's this? Do not pass through the red door.
Okay.
And the colors are blue, red, and green.
Let's go with the blue. Last I attempted this, I opted for green.
I remember it well.
What's this, a Stanley Parable?
3 doors yet again.
Okay.
Green, brown, and light blue, reading, do not enter the brown door.
Green, this time.
Curious.
There has to be something.
Climbing up and down.
Just choosing
moving
doors?
forward
That doesn't make
and
any
rounding
sense.
Back. I've lost all sense of direction. I hope this comes to an end soon. This time the choices are blue, purple, and yellow. The sign reads, do not enter the blue door.
Okay.
I've decided. The yellow door.
A dead end.
Says you failed.
Child of royalty, yet no child of the Mother Royal?
Dang.
Once again, I am met with the same result.
Why does he look so serious about this?
Because
Well,
he should have
appears
gone.
the will of the heavens is beyond me.
The Emperor adhered to every direction he was given. He made no perceivable mistakes. Yet still,
Should he,
was
though?
unable to pass the trial. Could there have been some telling pattern we overlooked?
If I was given all the
Roman
information,
sure
that'd be
would have
nice.
figured it out if he had been here.
You're saying that my father could have solved it?
Well, I can't say for certain.
But for certain, yes.
No child of the Mother Royal, it read. Any thoughts on what that could mean?
Wait a second. In the foundational story, the narrative emphasis is placed squarely on one figure, the Mother Royal, Master Jinshi.
Has some detail caught your eye?
The former Emperor's siblings, were they all born of the same mother?
Born of the same mother, no.
Forgive my impertinence, Your Imperial Majesty, but might I ask a question of you? Your forebears, were any of them known to be afflicted with poor eyesight?
Yes, I heard that many of them suffered
So
deficiencies
they wouldn't
in
know the
vision.
color of the doors.
My predecessor, however, did not.
Can we go back inside?
Though I sanctioned your entry into the shrine once,
He's smiling a little bit.
most improper. Are you a concubine or a princess?
No, just a servant girl.
I see. I could take her as a concubine,
Oh?
provided I could convince Lakan to give his blessing.
Nope.
joking?
Jinshi.
Surely you jest.
Well then, perhaps you should take her. Right, let's go.
He did
He
this.
is awfully playful tonight.
He's orchestrating all of this.
The secret must lie in the color of the doors. 10th room, choice of doors.
The white one.
White, purple, and again green.
White.
The sign states, choose the red door.
Oh, so they'd be the darker color.
But this room doesn't have a red door to take.
We take the green door.
Why green? Is that?
Allow me to congratulate you. You have successfully chosen the right path. In the past, this task would have been done by those of somewhat noble blood, but this time it would appear that our magnanimous conductor is a girl of far humbler origins.
Yeah, because you provoked me into doing it.
He did it on purpose.
How does one determine which of the doors to take?
The Mother Royal had eyes which could see in the darkest of nights. This detail, evidenced with the shrine's intricacies, allows us to deduce that those of the Mother Royal's blood cannot tell colors apart. To start, the 3 doors, blue, red, and green. The message, don't pick the red door. The child of the Mother Royal would invariably pick blue. The reason? They would be unable to differentiate between red and green, giving them only one real option.
So that's why you chose the green door at the very end.
In the end, there was only ever one correct answer.
So only those who were born with the same condition as the Mother Royal would be able to pass through the shrine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there are those who have made it through on nothing but pure luck, too. The Mother Royal's family wasn't about to sit back and allow their noble bloodline to thin and vanish from history. But how might one ensure that the lineage of the Mother Royal was preserved? That's where the Shrine of Choosing comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
If none of the potential heirs carried the family trait, then a concubine from a related bloodline would have to be taken in order to navigate the shrine.
That's so smart how they did that.
Of course, I could never say such a thing out loud.
I mean, you
If
could.
that's the case, are you saying I don't have the blood of the Mother Royal in me?
The shrine is an effective method of determination, but it's not all-encompassing.
I never could have imagined that such a little girl would have the capacity for such big revelations.
Little girl.
It's
He's
said that the
just
reason the
pressing her
Mother Royal
buttons.
ruled over this land so effectively was that she possessed an exceptional intellect. You might want to consider diluting it with this one here.
No, she's not being a princess.
She'd need another 15 centimeters in the chest at minimum.
Yeah.
Whatever.
There are many who do not look favorably upon the introduction of new blood into the old.
I'm well aware.
My concern is more for you.
What?
I
Why?
understand.
Mamo, you finally came to the revelation?
Who is he, really?
No, I guess you're not. Freak.
Yeah, what does it matter? Some things aren't meant to be known. That's just how it goes.
I feel like we're going to go this whole season without her ever figuring out his lineage. And it's going to take me off. Only because it seems as though... Let me go to the beginning. It seems as though Jinji really needs someone. And that person would be Mao Mao. But it's like, okay. I feel like it's hard because Mao Mao doesn't want to press about this because she's the type of person that's like, okay, if it has nothing to do with me, then I'm not going to pry. And then Jinji, on the other hand, I feel like he would love to tell her, but I feel like telling her would put her safety at risk because it's sort of the information that not many people should know. So as much as he wants to have someone carry the burden of this information, he doesn't want it to be Mao Mao, or he doesn't want to be the one that gives the Mao Mao this information. But he would like for her to know. I'm pretty sure this isn't Aoduo. This is the actual Lady Dowager, the Empress Dowager. But I wonder what exactly is happening. Like why we're showed this, and two, why is there sort of beef, I guess, between the Empress Dowager and then the old Empress Dowager? And so the Emperor has been, we've been told multiple times that he's a very smart person with multiple decisions regarding the Southern Palace. So trying to find out what the reasoning is to bring Mao Mao and Jinshi with him for this decision making. It makes sense to say that, oh, him thinking about it at the end of the last episode brought him to the decision to bring Mao Mao with him. But why? Did he just want to know? Did he want to know what the truth is of the matter of this palace or this temple? So he thought, oh, if anyone was going to know, it's going to be Mao Mao. If that's the case, that's pretty high praise. And plus, she's so kind of low level. The fact that he didn't complete this ritual, she wouldn't be able to like spread this information. Where I feel like someone like Lock-On, he could definitely have asked Lock-On, but I feel like if the Emperor failed, then Lock-On would have this information. Or maybe it had to been a concubine, but technically she was allowed to go the first time around, and you didn't really need that rule until you have to go again. But then also, why bring Jinshi? Maybe he knew the whole like, oh, she has to be a concubine thing, so he brought Jinshi in order for her to be his concubine, because he wasn't going to do it. It's one of those things of where when I do edit this video, I'm going to learn more about the nuances about all these like different mannerisms, and maybe like dive deeper into what the words are saying and how they're doing things and stuff. And the fact that Mao Mao is able to deduce all these things just by simple words, like deducing that the mother was colorblind, and she used that trait to make sure all the emperors now are a part of her bloodline. Smart, very smart. And the fact that Mao Mao deduced all of it, okay, this was very smart. A very smart thing by this noble family in order to ensure that their bloodline stays the royal bloodline, in which the emperor or the soon-to-be emperor would have to have that trait in order for him to get through the trial. And if he didn't have the trait, he would have to take up a concubine who did have that trait, the noble bloodline, in order to get him through it. So no matter what, they would need that noble bloodline's trait in order to technically win this ritual. So smart. And yeah, I don't think I would love for Mao Mao to know who technically Jinshi is, but it's one of those things that I don't think is going to happen until like the last season. But anyways, that was my reaction to the Apothecary Diaries season 2 episode 7. If you like my reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want to know anything more, put in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.